I mean, it just felt great. I was cheesing the entire time.
Man, APA, that was like a banger. Um, how are you feeling after that? I'm sure it was a long, 5 game series.
Well, firstly, I'm happy. Then I'm a little bit tired because you put so much into a 5 game series that goes 5 games. Definitely, yeah, definitely just took a lot out of out of me. So I'm just tired. But yeah, I'm happy. I think the way we lost 2 of the games were like our faults, and we still played well in them, in my opinion. But we just lost to us. So I'm very confident going forward.
I know this wasn't the grand finals and there weren't like thousands of people roaring your name, but you did get a pentakill in game three. Like adrenaline, emotions, how did that feel?
I mean, it just felt great. I was cheesing the entire time. I don't know if they showed my player cam or anything on stream, but I was just like ear to ear with a smile. Yeah, I think it's actually my first pentakill on stage. Like I've gotten pentas and scrims and stuff, but that's like fake. Who cares? Like only 10 people sees that. But like this is the first time I've gotten a penta on stage.
Oh man, that must feel so awesome. I mean, just by myself with no one watching, I get so happy when I get a penta, even if it's ARAM. I can only imagine. Um,
Yeah.
I actually want to talk a little bit about game five, because when you guys pulled out that lane swap, like to me, it was like that was like the checkmate. You guys they were not expecting that at all. Could you run me through that lane swap and like a little bit of the minutia that was able to completely? I mean, it looked like you completely caught FlyQuest off guard.
So I mean, I think it's definitely caught off guard because we didn't lane swap at all that series, like neither team. We all just standard lanes 4 games in a row. Um, and then core ganks mid level one gets a Zeri flash, which ends up giving me prio. So then, because normally in the Corki Zeri matchup, Zeri's going to get prio, but since just the big chunk, she couldn't get prio. So I was able to base and then TP bot so that we can like make sure we're catching all 3 waves at the same time, which just means like we're catching 3 waves, they're catching 2 waves. So naturally, like somebody's going to go up. Like there's a little bit of EXP discrepancies. Like Zeri was a little bit up on me, but like top gap for a while was massive and bot gap for a while was massive. And I mean, I think you just said it best. Like they just weren't expecting it, and then we got their mids flashed. We like won mid condition, and then we completely shit on Boppo.
How do you prep for that? Like, I'm sorry, not prep. How do you practice that? Is there like a thought because I feel like a lot of this is like shadow boxing, like, oh, if they do this, then we do this, or if they do that, or is it just like a fundamental understanding that you have and you can apply it to different situations?
I think it's just like the way we describe it in our team is just playing chess. Like you just play chess. If you see them do certain things, like you know they're gonna like lane swap, or if you like, fuck, I don't want to describe it like too in depth because we still have to play grand finals.
Yeah.
But the best way I can describe it is we're just playing chess. We move our pawn, they move our pawn, and then we just see what happens.
Do you guys have chess players on Team Liquid?
Um, I don't. I know Core, Spawn, Umpty. At least those 3 do. I'm unsure about Impact and Yon, but I think I'm one of the few that just doesn't.
Okay, I was gonna make some chess opening references, but it's fine. Um, yeah, talk to me a little bit about just prepping for the game. Did you expect it to be such a hard fought win after the C9 FlyQuest?
Yeah, I mean, I think we like even on our regular season games, like both of our wins were C9 and FlyQuest were 2-1s, and they were like pretty close. So I don't think we were coming in expecting just 3-0 completely smash them. Um, I think we were a bit surprised, I'll say, by some of their drafts because some of their drafts were like, wow, that's crazy. Like the ASOL Mumu, we're like, wow, that is crazy. Um, but yeah, I think we expect like even in the 100 series, we always come in expecting like 5 games, and if we win in 3, cool. But you should always come in and expect 5.
That's an interesting way to think of it. Um, I did want to ask a little bit about just draft because you brought it up. Just in general, not specifically this series, but what was it? Last week was week two of playoffs, this is week three or whatever. Like from the first few
Yeah.
weeks and this week, it seems like it's just so different, as if we're on a different patch or a different meta. Like there's Nasus going on, Amumu suddenly everyone's picking it. It like won the first three games. Last series, it won all five. Like what happened over the past week that the meta just shifted so much?
Um, well, I think just like a few key pieces, like just Nasus, for example, like a lot of the meta mids, Nasus does do very well into. So it's like you just have to figure out how to beat Nasus. And then I think Team Liquid is, like I said a little bit in the post game interview, I think we fell behind on the meta. So I was a bit worried going into the series that like we're just going to get completely meta gapped. Like they were doing something crazy in scrims that they were going to completely shit on us with. But then it didn't happen. It was just like mostly standard, like mostly standard picks, like nothing too crazy. But yeah, I think for the meta to change, it's just like a key piece will be discovered, that being Nasus, and then a whole bunch of other stuff will just like it would just be like a catalyst. You just have like a catalyst character come in that will just change everything, and then yeah.
All right, yeah, it did feel like that Chovy series where they played Nasus and Garen just completely shifted world meta, which was
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean
interesting
that
to
is
see.
also it is like most people think of Gen G as the best team in the world. So like anything they do, most people are just gonna copy because like yeah, you're copying on off the smart people's homework.
I like that. Um, this is looking forward a little bit too much, but you guys have secured your spot. You don't have to worry about planes again. You're making it directly into the Swiss stage. Is there a team besides T1? Because I feel like you guys have met quite a few times now. Besides T1, that you're excited to face?
Um, I think the two mid laners that are like have high notoriety that I haven't faced yet in international events has been Chovy and Caps. Um, so yeah, I would want to face Chovy Caps, and if I don't end up facing them, I'd like to face Knight as well. I think any of those three guys are like pretty much just the goats of their region currently. So just facing any of those guys would be really sick to me.
Yeah, I mean the three of them have made like so many finals in a row. I know Knight just won his sixth LPL final. That's his fourth one in a row. That's
Yeah,
that's a level of
bro,
dominance. Like you.
just
Yeah. No,
yeah,
go
just
ahead.
any of those three guys I'd like to face.
This is kind of a random question, but do you ever like envision the future of like, oh, I can be like one of those player, I can win an A like 3, 4 times in a row, or does that not really cross your mind? I know it's like your third split.
Mm, I mean, like a very like happy dream type scenario. Yes, like I won't lie to you, it has crossed my mind, but I'm like mainly like day to day focused. Like I was focused on this series. Now that we won, I'll focus on whoever ends up probably facing us. It'll probably be Cloud9 or FlyQuest, whoever ends up showing up on the day. So like just more so focus on winning my second LCS split rather than winning my fourth or fifth or whatever so on.
All right, and who do you think you're gonna meet? I know you said it doesn't matter, but
Mm, I think it will end up just being FlyQuest again. I think after today's series and seeing how they beat C9, I think they have a very solid read on the meta. And yeah, I think just like they're all around just a better team. I think we'll face FlyQuest again.
all right, I want to give you some words. I know you trash talk Buppo, in all chat. I think you said everyone else muted you, but I want to give you
Yeah,
some fighting words to FlyQuest for when they inevitably rematch you guys.
I think the way we lost both of our games 2 and 4, were more on us than you guys playing better than us. So I'm not worried about you guys at all coming into finals.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. I personally hope it goes to five again, but I wouldn't be too sad with a good showing from you guys. Anyways, thank you APA for your time. I appreciate it, and yeah, good luck making NA proud at Worlds.
Thank you.
All right, bye, man.
Goodbye.
That was really cool from my end, just because I was doing the interview right after his very first penta. I know that doesn't mean much to people, but like I'm I'm just a small little YouTube channel who's doing interviews because they're fun. I'm not doing it as like a journalist. I'm just a fan, and yet I get to be part of this story that's like a lot bigger than me. So it's really cool. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm recording this after the 100 Thieves C9 game. I'm just saying, so much has changed since this interview. Yeah, it's really cool. I will be at a watch party in New York. Like you can check my Twitter, you can check David's Twitter. Like we will be there. There's gonna be it'll be a lot of swag. Like Riot sent a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, if you're in the New York area, just come through, watch Team Liquid play. I think if you believe in the fighting words that APA said, we might have a shorter series, but I'm hoping it goes 5. I'm cheering for FlyQuest, but if you're cheering for Team Liquid, come through. I will be wearing my Shopify jersey, so you will recognize me. But yeah, we'll be out there. We'll be cheering for whichever team, and you guys should join. But yeah, this year, the split in this year has been really really cool for me. Just between getting to know the players and talking to them, getting more comfortable. I will have like a whole video reflecting on my time just doing the first year of LCS. Um, it's a lot of fun, and honestly, I would recommend it to people because it's fun. Even if you don't post the interviews, there are interviews that I do that I don't post, normally because of audio issues. But still, I think that there's a lot of there's a lot that you can get out of this, and it definitely has increased my love for the game. And just overall, like I'm excited for Worlds. I'm excited to interview the Chovy, the Knight, the Caps. I think it's gonna be surreal for sure. It's gonna be a really cool experience, and I really want you guys to come with me through that experience. So hit that subscribe button because most of you aren't subscribed, but you keep coming back. I know you keep coming back. I have like 40% return rate, like 40% of people return, but only I think like what is it, 18% are subscribed. So I know you guys are coming back. You like it, so just hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. Thanks.